It caught me right at the end. I thought it was going to be before it finished. How are y'all today?
We're good. How are you?
Doing good. If I look a little funky, it's because that hurts. So we're going to break this out first.
Do things out of order a little bit.
A little bit out of order. Yeah, we're gonna start with this.
What are you drinking tonight?
We are drinking Whistle Pig because we are running low.
Okay.
It's surprising how much we go through doing this. Are y'all drinking anything with us?
I'm having water.
Smart.
I've got some scotch that Dustin gave me.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He's a nice guy.
Glenn Brothers.
All right. Let me make sure I don't mess this one up. Chin, chin.
Chin chin.
Oh.
Chin, chin.
Chin chin.
Oh, there we go. Just straight from the bottle.
That's how you do it.
Do I need to give you a commemorative F and Strong 2022?
There's one right there.
I figured there may be one on the wall.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. That was your trophy for the show that you did for me.
I think I won one of those at the Christmas party too.
Yeah, we got a few left over. We're trying to sell them.
I traded with Zach because I don't think Zach had a.
That's right. And it's sitting on my office desk. That is right. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Because I wanted a T-shirt and you had won the T-shirt. I think
Right.
you already had $1 billion.
Nice. Well,
It worked out well.
since we got a little out of order, did anybody work out today?
Yes, we did.
Y'all start us off. What did y'all do today?
We did 22 minutes of yoga and then some whatever that thing was.
I got something funky going on. I got like a tight psoas, so trying to stretch and work that out.
It was accessory stuff.
I was say the way she reacted, I was about to say, is it something we need to like put up sensor warnings?
No.
We don't need to know about y'all's cardio, okay? What about you? What'd you do?
I did like a leg focused HIIT workout this afternoon. Just a bunch of box jumps, split jumps, prisoner squats, some core.
Some reverse burpees?
You know, I failed miserably at the reverse burpee. Alex showed me up and I was like, oh, I can do this. And it turns out I cannot do this, but I will try until I get it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to send your wife a video of me doing it at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah. I did very little today. I hit a new PR on deadlift Monday, so I'm a little tight, but my dumb self still tried to work on yoke and sandbag. And I did get a PR. I got the 265 to my shoulder, and I also carried it 30 feet and threw it over the bar.
Nice.
And it looked effortless.
My body's telling me it's not.
But you made it look really good. But it really did look smooth.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, that's awesome.
I shouldn't say
Congratulations.
that. Thank you. I probably shouldn't be saying that on here because I talked to my co-competitor on Instagram the other day, and I told him we were going to be recording this video. He might be watching that. I don't need to give him all my secrets. So a little different setup than our normal. Do I?
What? Let's say careful how much you reveal.
Yeah, that's right. A little different setup than our usual. Typically,
Right.
It's just me and Zach. We have guests. We have Sam and Todd Williams from the Forge Gym. Special episode, as you can tell. You know, we planned accordingly.
I think it's really cute that all three of y'all communicated.
This was not a communication. This was
That's
just-
lies.
No.
Y'all are adorable. Y'all
We
are adorable.
We are.
Thanks.
I obviously was not included.
Extra one right here. It's an extra large, though. Can you fit an extra large?
I'm about that big now.
This is a large. I'll give you a large.
Dude.
All over your shirt.
Just for the video. There we go.
Oh, and it's
Just the
green.
whole
I
thing.
couldn't find my green one. I could find my green outline, but I couldn't find my.
I do like the green.
Somewhere.
And we got you up here too. The camera's a little
Yeah.
cut off.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So figured what we do is run through the whole event, kind of talk it up, let people know some of the stuff that they're missing out on if they don't sign up quick. So it is up on the screen right now. I don't know if y'all can see it, but we can
We
see
can.
it. Awesome. So obviously the promoters are Todd and Sam. That's who's with us today. I'll skip over y'all's phone number. But this year is a little different. Last year it was a single division with several guys in it, but You've
Yeah, the
divided
first
it
2
up into
years
weight
were-
classes. Yeah. Go ahead.
The first 2 years were one single division.
Hmm. And you didn't? Did you have a women's division the first year? I know you didn't the second
No.
year.
This is the first time we've offered women's division.
Nice. So you went from 1 to 4 divisions this year, right?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
All right. There is a competitor cap of 10 per people. Is there a reason for that? Or just you don't want to get too crazy?
We wanted to keep it.
Under 40 total athletes.
Makes sense because this is at y'all's home gym, right?
That is correct. And
Which is
my competitions,
phenomenal.
I will probably cap about 30 to 40 athletes because that's as much as I feel comfortable taking on by myself. I don't like
smart.
to ask for volunteers. If people do volunteer, I will gladly accept, but I don't want to ask so that it feels like an obligation or an owed favor. So I'm just not going to expand beyond what I'm capable of doing myself.
Oh, I completely
I feel
understand. Well, you're always welcome to ask me for help because I ask you shamelessly.
We appreciate you very much.
Oh, anything I can do to help. Let's move on down. No baby powder on runway. That is all caps and bolding. Is there a story behind that?
No, just
That runway is slick as it is.
if it gets wet.
So
Oh yeah, I forgot because it's not. What is it made of?
It's a conveyor belt off of about a mile long coal conveyor.
Gotcha.
Nice.
It-
I remember
it's-
those belts. I used to work at Crusher Works,
Yeah.
and we used to have the rock crushers and the screeners. So I used to order those kind of belts all the freaking time.
Huh.
they're covered in that coal dust. It makes them super slick.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
We've cleaned them thoroughly, but there's still cracks.
yeah.
These are our sponsors who helped us put this together and help us run on the show. Got Redbeard, which is Jeremy, and Aniston, Jeremy Shell. The bar, which Aaron just opened a new location, so
In Gluckstadt,
Nice.
Mississippi.
she has
okay.
two. And
I'll say I recognize that name, and I was trying to figure out who that was.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's Aaron.
Yep.
Okay.
and Daniel's is right next to it.
Okay. The boat burner.
Strongest goes.
The strongest goes. That's right. I like his logos. So let's run through the events. They are fairly unique, especially since some of the stuff no one in the state has but you. Let's start with the press ladder. Now,
So the idea behind this one was the same as the first year, where we did most of the events as a ladder. And the reason for that was to start off light enough to where nobody should zero the first weight, and then advance heavy enough to test top level athletes. And the last of some of these are for reps.
so we got a log press into an axle, back to a log, which is all lined up in order, and then
Yeah, just
an
like a
axle
deadlift ladder.
again. Yeah, okay. And then the circus dumbbell for reps. Yeah. I don't know if I sent you my training videos just because we talk about this a lot. I don't anticipate even getting to the circus dumbbell, so I'm just really focusing on not zeroing.
I can't.
I talking to the other guy the other night, we were like, if it's just us two, we're going to possibly move up to a heavier division. So this week, I'm like, I just want to make sure I don't zero any of this stuff. Can I log press 250? Can I deadlift 275 on 4-inch? Stuff like that. But it's I think it's going to be.
I will let you guys vote at the rules meeting if you guys want to do that. Traditionally, when classes are combined, the lighter class is used, so you guys can vote on that too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm okay with either one. I'm not going to zero. I might not finish it, but I'm not going to zero.
It was intended where most people would not be able to finish.
Yeah, that would definitely be tough. I mean, that 175 for reps on the circus dumbbell for the heavyweight.
Yeah.
I don't know many people who can do that personally. We know some strong people.
We did like a contrast loading for the
Yeah.
log and axle too, because the log and then the axle, and then it goes to a heavier heavier log and then a lighter axle.
Yeah.
The heaviest weight is the third implement.
If I hit that third implement, that'll be a lifetime PR for me, so we'll see. All right, after the press ladder, is this in order going to from the press into the deadlift?
Yes.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So deadlift is a little different for the men and women. The men are going to start at 4 inches, where the women's going to start at 9. Run us through what the different types of deadlifts are here, because there's like 6 for the guys, 7.
There's a lot. So for the men, the first bar is a circus barbell, which is 2 10-inch ball bearings welded to a barbell that weighs 275 pounds from a 4-inch. So that's a deficit pull. It's deceptively, it seems easier than it is. But the next bar is the tsunami bar, which has a lot of flex. So that should be pretty cool. And it should be over your knees before all the plates break the ground.
The noodle.
That'll visually.
It does look like a pool noodle. Yeah.
Yeah, the bar itself is only 17 pounds and it's rated to hold 540. So we're putting 500 on it, 400.
It only weighs 17 pounds?
Yes.
It looks like a PVC pipe.
Yep.
But it's very, what's the tensile strength on that kind of stuff? Like,
Have
have you ever loaded it down?
So it has load ratings and that's the price point or the different version. I talked to Nicholas Canby before I put this one and he said if you're only going to get one, get the max one so you can squat with it also. Because the mid-level is you can only put 275 on it, I think. And the lighter one is under 200 pounds. But the heaviest one, the one I got, is rated to hold 540. Which if you did that on a squat, it would be very impressive.
Yeah, I think I went up to a gym in Birmingham and they had me do a tsunami bar squat and bench. The squat wasn't that bad because I'm a slow squatter. And we got into the 300-ish some range. With the bench, that was horrible. It was like I was having a seizure the whole time, just trying to keep it over my chest. Oh. And then from the tsunami, what's next? The 12-inch.
All right, the next bar is the mammoth bar with the train wheels on it.
Oh, okay. So I've done the train wheels, but I've never done it with a mammoth bar at your place. What's the bar you normally use for those?
Do what?
What bar did you normally use with that? The train wheels? Is it the axle?
Train wheels, probably a deadlift bar.
Okay.
They're
so
actually they're tracks off of a dozer that have so the lighter pair are 180 pounds a piece and the heavier pair are 260 pounds a piece. The lighter pair will be on the bar and the mammoth bar weighs 55 pounds. So it's a 10-foot bar again with a lot of flex.
I got you.
So it's a little heavier than the tsunami bar and less flex, but
and then it goes. That's going to be the 500-pound pull.
Yes.
And then from there, the 16-inch 550. That's not the silver dollar. That's
tires.
The truck tires on the deadlift bar.
Nice. And then the 18-inch is going to be the silver dollars.
Yes.
Silver dollar deadlift with a power bar.
So not very little flex.
Correct, but it'll still flex. That's so that is actually something that a lot of people screw up is that they do the silver dollar adapters that go on the barbell. If you use a deadlift bar for that, you can permanently bend your bar because it's not designed to do that. You're supposed to use a power bar for silver dollar deadlift adapters.
Oh, okay. Are you familiar with silver dollar deadlifts?
Absolutely not.
So do you have like yours isn't the actual box silver dollars, it's the adapters, right? So I'm trying to just figure out how to describe it. The bar has a bar that comes down that attaches to the actual side, like an L shape, yeah. And then you put the plates on it, almost like they're laying down, stacked up.
Okay.
So it puts a lot more bend in the bar. It puts it out a little bit further. It also makes it really unstable, right?
Yeah, it will whip a lot more.
I say I'm only talking from like observations. I've never done this before, but
okay.
All right. And then the last one is that 20-inch.
That's right.
It's 800 pounds though. Like that seems insane.
You're
light division.
You'll be fine.
You say that.
It's a 20-inch frame pick, so it's like a trap bar.
You're going to be already above your knees with that. So
I'm just like sitting here staring at the screen. 800 pounds. That's insane.
You only have
If
to
I'm
go
able
like
to pick,
2 inches. It's just like 2 inches for you.
okay. I guess, I mean, I've carried the yoke at heavier weights than that. So I guess it'd be about the same as a pick for a yoke, right?
You don't have to move with it.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
Okay. All right. I think I'll be all right.
Just got to get 2 inches up.
And is that for reps at the end?
Mm-hmm.
So once you get through the whole ladder, if you still have time, you rep out the 800 pounds.
Yes.
You got it.
All right. The next one, I like the name Redbeard's Revenge. That's your sponsor, Jeremy Shell, right?
Yes.
Did he pick that or did you?
We chose the name and asked him if he would be okay with like the honorary thing because he was our first.
I'm sure
sponsor.
he was. I'm sure he was happy with that.
Yeah.
He had input on the event too.
Yeah, that too, for sure.
This is so remind me, it's a yoke carry into a sandbag carry and load.
It's a beast metals yoke which has the single crossbar. It does not have the additional bar on top. So wherever you set the bar height is what you'll load over.
So the higher you go, the higher you have to load that sandbag over.
But it's only 30 feet for each. So you'll carry the yoke 30 feet, run back, grab the bag, and load it over the bar.
Okay. Any rules about carrying the bag? Anything that you don't want somebody doing or that you...
I think we said no shouldering for that, but I can't remember.
You know, you told him that he could.
Okay, we talked about that. Then, yeah.
Let me scroll up here real quick. Let's see. I do not see anything, but it does say when the bag hits the ground. So if I drop it right there at the base, so is that going to be, obviously it's for time, whoever does it the fastest, but if not, it's going to be measurements?
Yes, distance.
Okay. So if I sling that bag a little bit past the yoke, does that count?
It's fine.
All right. From there, so the fourth event is going to be different for the men and women, right?
Yes.
Yes. And for setup logistics purposes, that may become the last event.
That's probably not a bad idea. Are you going to try to run those separately or like at the same time, have the men going on one side and women going on the other since they're doing something different?
I believe it's the 3 fingers. We could try that. It depends on how many people we have.
Okay.
But it'll be all 3
anything.
fingers.
I was just curious. I got you. So wait, are the fingers all 3 you said empty?
Yes.
Okay, so they're all the same size. Do you know what the fingers are?
No.
So have you seen the video of me picking up the big metal tube and flipping it over?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
And what do they weigh empty, like just overall weight?
The whole thing's 340 pounds.
And when you pick it up and push it over, I mean, obviously it's not 340 pounds of...
Roughly half of it, which is about 180 pounds. But the hardest part is getting the clean. Yes.
I messed up the first time I caught my belt. And every time I picked it up, it was just hooking. I didn't know what to do. And there was a lot of people wearing gloves on that one. I had to take my gloves off because I got little hands and the gloves kept slipping off my hands.
Need tighter gloves.
But yeah. I don't know. I like doing it without the gloves. I don't have slick hands. Like everybody, I don't use chalk half the time. Like I'm ashy as I'll get out. I provide my own chalk. But I like that you're the only person I know, not just in the area, but like in the Southeast that has this like great of a setup for fingers. Like I've seen wooden ones around the area. I know I'm talking about making the wood one of my own because it's so much cheaper. You've fabricated all of this, right?
Yes.
So
yeah, I taught myself to weld just to build strongman equipment.
You do a very good job.
That's so cool.
We've seen some hazards happen in events that led you to almost be overly cautious with your builds.
That's how I build everything. I overdo it.
Yeah. And I mean, for a good reason. You want to make sure everybody's safe. You don't want anybody dying.
Exactly.
We were actually talking about this in a group chat today about these poles coming back down on somebody's head. Are you going to have the cart behind it or are you going to let it go like you did at Monsters?
We'll have the cart.
Okay. So they got a rolling cart behind it. So if it does slip, if you just drop out, it's going to hit the cart instead of...
I got you.
Which has been tested. It did break the wheel the first time. But funny about it, the cast wheel that broke did not damage at the event when the finger fell on it. It broke about 2 months later when I was pushing a bunch of weights around.
He said, I'm going to hold out until you need me.
Yep.
All right. So that brings us to the last event, the bag over shoulder. Now, you got it listed as starting weight is 100 pounds. Is that still the case, or are you changing that?
I think you dropped a couple bags.
I'd planned on doing that, but I'll let you guys vote in the athletes meeting. For the men, if you want to start at 200 pounds, we'll vote on it.
I mean,
because the first 3 bags are going to be pretty easy for you guys.
Yeah. I mean, the 100, 135, 175, I don't think anybody's going to fail that. It's really just to keep people from zeroing. As of today, I'm a little more confident in that. So I think starting at 200 would be fine, especially since it saves a little bit of energy. I tried doing this lineup starting at 100 because I have almost all of those weights. By the time I hit 250, I was gassed. So I think for the men, definitely starting at 200 would be a great idea.
Yeah, that event's a much more cardio event than it looks like.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, these events look insanely tough, and I think that's the draw for this show. I mean, it ain't like my show where anybody can just show up and compete. I'm sharing this.
We do have the women's event is a little bit different instead of the fingers because they're so heavy.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
An anvil hold for time.
Now, what's the weight on that anvil?
I believe it was. I have to confirm, but we're gonna have a step-up platform and a safety bar to hold it between.
21 pounds.
21. So it's 21-pound anvil.
Okay.
So if you touch the bottom or the top, then you're out.
Time stops.
Okay.
So you'll get
good.
I'll do one warning and then hold the anvil between those two things, and it's adjustable up and down for people's heights.
Are you going to have rules about like back against something, or are you going to let them just freestand?
Upright.
Okay.
Stand against.
I gotcha. Yeah. Excuse me. That one's so hard to judge because somebody just slightly takes their back off or makes a slight movement, then
lean.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many biomechanical advantages to just moving your body certain ways. It gets a lot of people. It can lead to some issues, but
yes,
I think the way you've got it set up with the top and bottom, it's really hard. It's gonna be hard for someone to argue that they didn't get it or that they got it.
That was the point. Try to be transparent.
Yeah, I'm both excited and nervous about the show. I haven't been this way about a show ever. Well, I take that back since my first one, because even your Battle of the Forge last year, I knew going in, I was like, I'm just fighting not to zero, because I was one of 12.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was one of 12, and I was the smallest guy there and the least experienced guy there.
I believe there's 13 last year.
13, yeah. I just know I did. Oh, I came in 12th. That's the thing. I didn't come in last. That was the beauty of it. Oh, dates. I know the competition's May 11th. When's the deadline to sign up?
The 26th.
April 26th?
Yes.
Is that the t-shirt deadline?
No, the t-shirt deadline is the 19th.
Okay.
So April 19th, t-shirt deadline. So if you sign up,
if you
time the show comes
before then, you'll get a shirt with the pink anvil on it and your last name across the back.
But I think we talked about extending it to 27th to do advertisement or whatever.
Yeah, like y'all are more than welcome to set up a table. I've got an extra table and a tent. If y'all, and I'll give you an iPod, or not an iPod. Dating.
Okay.
A little tablet or something that y'all can do on-site registrations if anybody's interested. I'm going to try to convince a lot of people to do your show at my show.
We appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I mean, there's a lot of people that are doing my show who don't give themselves enough credit.
Yeah.
Like, even we started with that learners thing this year, and thankfully, majority of the people have moved up into at least the novice. it was funny seeing these people say, I think I'm going to do the learner. And I shoot them a message because I see their Instagram page where they're carrying a 500-pound yoke. And I'm like, you're not a learner. You're much closer to a novice.
Yes.
And it's been good to see those people move up. Now I want those people to take it to the next step and do a show like yours.
Right.
Well, you need a little more, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you taking it easy? Go ahead.
No, I can take a little bit more.
I've been trying to get this guy to sign up. He's deceptively strong.
I just don't know that I have it in me to lift heavy things.
You have done dumbbell press with me and hung with me.
I understand what you're saying.
And you're about 80 pounds lighter than me.
I understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. It's just, I don't know that I can dedicate that effort. I can go out and run 100 miles and be fine with it. But like going in and lifting super heavy stuff, weirdly enough, freaks me out.
Look,
it's such a strange concept.
You bullied me into a 10K. I'm going to try to bully you into at least a lightweight comp.
You may can bully me into a lightweight comp. I don't think I will take
do
hold.
Tots. Don't do Tots.
I'm not going to do Tots. I'll come watch Tots, but I will not come do Tots.
Speaking of Todd Show, just forgot, we're also going to be live streaming it on this channel. So
yes,
if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That will be the third event this year that we're live streaming.
Nice.
But it will be our first, hopefully our first that has multiple angles set up and everything. I'm going to try to come up to your place the night before and run all the wires and get it all set to go. But fingers crossed it works.
Now, outside of all this boring stuff that we're talking about, I hear y'all traveled for the Eclipse.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Totality? Like you went to how? I just want to briefly describe it, please.
I sobbed like a child. It was the most extraordinary thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was awesome.
That's amazing.
Where did y'all go?
Do what?
Where did y'all go to?
Jasper, Indiana. It's a tiny, cute little town. It is the cutest town I've probably ever seen in my life. Never heard of it before. But
I thought y'all were going to Arkansas.
That was the original plan.
Yes, but then we found out it was going to rain and it was going to be cloudy, and we had to find somewhere within 24 hours of, because we were about to go the next day. We had to find somewhere that we could find or see it, and it took forever.
We
finally did.
Camp out.
3 different maps, cross-referencing it, trying to figure out where the lowest rain and cloud chances were.
And it ended up being a beautiful day.
Oh, that's awesome. Was it crowded? Like, did y'all have a lot of other people that traveled to that specific place?
There were about 200 or 300 people
at that park.
At that park specifically, but we had our own space. I mean, there wasn't anybody next to us for about 20 or 30 feet. We were propped up on some rocks and just having a good day. We got there at about
incredible
4 o'clock in the morning and just sat and watched the day unfold, and it was amazing.
I think we had like 80% coverage here.
I saw a few pictures. It was,
it was interesting.
I got a couple good pictures. I was down in Clanton working at our office down there and got some good photos. It was really cool. I mean, I couldn't imagine, like, it got darker here and it was just so eerie. I could imagine being where you guys were and experiencing that.
As it was covering, I was like, everything looks denser. It looks like it has more substance because of the way the lights were refracting against the ground and us. And it was crazy to look at.
Because like I guess the next one in 20 years is coming through Alabama.
Yeah.
But it's also coming through like Colorado Springs where Pikes Peak is. So I think I need to be fit enough in 20 years, whatever that puts me at to be 58, to climb Pikes Peak and see it from a 14er. I think that would be phenomenal.
It would be.
I'll go to Oak Mountain.
Well, you got to go south. I think it's like Mobile or something like that.
Which everybody's going to want to go there.
Right.
If we could see it from Indiana to Alabama, I think Oak Mountain to Mobile will be all right.
I'm going to Colorado Springs, Pikes Peak.
On the camp out. It is. I might be in Colorado Springs. I'm doing it
20 years from now.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Totality before?
Never.
Didn't we have?
Yeah, we had that was the reason.
I thought
it was worth it.
I thought we had it here in like 2017. was it?
There
Was
was
it
an
non-totality?
eclipse in 2017,
I don't
but
think
if
it
you
was total.
didn't travel
Yeah, I
to
don't
the
think it was.
totality, you didn't see it.
Oh,
Yeah, just like seeing the photos and the videos from people online, I'm just like that. It's got to be this like almost spiritual experience in a
Yes.
way.
It is, and it does. So we set up 3 cameras and we watched them all, and I posted the best one tonight, but it doesn't do it justice at
No,
all.
it
Yeah.
really doesn't.
Once
I
it's
bet.
covered, it looks like it's like a ball of mercury, like liquid metal, just flowing. It's
That's so
wild, and the
nuts.
corona is just going nuts around the moon.
huh.
With
I'm
all
so
that
glad y'all got to see that.
fog stroking.
Yes.
I'm
The
gonna have to
coolest
reserve
thing
a lot of my
was-
comments because I'm a conspiracy theory, and I'm like, I'm here, over here itching to say something really weird and off brand.
Do it.
So what was the coolest thing, Todd?
The coolest thing to me was once the moon fully blocked the sun, the breeze of the shadow of the moon that followed was a really strong breeze that
It
came
was
in.
cold.
And it was like a
got-
20-degree temperature
Yeah.
drop.
I
Oh
was just about
wow!
to say they were talking about it dropping almost 20 degrees in a lot of places.
I mean, I felt it here drop a little bit, but I couldn't imagine 20 degrees like instant almost.
It was,
It was
drastic because we were sunburned. We the tops of our heads and our legs, we were sunburned. So it's dark now, and there's a really cold breeze, and I'm just because
I was trying to get my drone out there, and the wind was taking it away, so I couldn't do anything with it.
We have a drone?
Yeah, Temu drone
Oh,
cost me like $18, but it works. It don't record worth crap, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully
Yeah.
in April when we do the show, it's not windy.
Right.
The slightest breeze takes it away. I saw the picture you put. Was it a picture or a video?
It's a video.
it shows
Oh, okay.
totality.
It's like the last. It's the one. What is it? Like 2 minutes long.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's the last little. It's the most significant part where the moon covers the sun, and you see the significant change.
yeah.
What was weird was I saw a lot of videos where it was like you could see it coming in. I don't know if they like sped it up and then stopped it.
Maybe.
When it got totality, but it was like it like the moon was coming in real fast, covered it, and then it just paused, and then it went off the same speed it came on. I was like,
How long was the
"Did
video?
moon sit still." It wasn't that long of a video.
Yeah, so that's what they did because it started at 1:50 p.m. and totality was not till 3 p.m. and then it didn't
Oh, okay.
wasn't fully off of the visibility until about an hour later. So it was probably
How long was it like completely covered?
a little over 3 minutes for us. It changes on where you're at. 5 minutes is the most, I think,
It was 428 that I saw.
was the most.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so cool. I'm so happy for you guys. I know I wasn't even there, but I'm thrilled for y'all guys. It's got to be a cool experience.
A lot of
How's been
sleep
the recovery on the comeback?
Right.
I was just about to say, like coming back from that, how are y'all feeling?
Not great, not great.
But I wouldn't have done it any differently. I don't think.
It worked out great.
How long was the drive?
Just over
7.
6 hours, because we only stopped once.
It's not
And
terrible.
but then I mean we left at 9 p.m. got there at their time 4 a.m. and
Ooh.
Todd passed out for about 3 hours in the back of the car. I could not fall asleep, so it was midnight Monday night after getting home at 9 p.m. that we were finally in bed and crashing.
I know Todd texted me Monday, probably around 10 or 11, said something about returning the rental car. And then I shot him a couple more messages and it just went radio silent. And I was like, he must be dead to the world.
Yeah.
And, I know today, because like today I got probably 15 responses from Todd across Instagram, Facebook, text message, the chess game that we're
Catching
playing.
up.
Yeah, he's just catching up on everything. And I said, I can hear you cussing me from your house right now.
It was worth it to not look at my phone.
Oh, I bet.
That is that's something that I've been doing that has been helping me a lot mentally, is just like take a day to not look at your cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to get better about putting it away when I get home.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man.
Got to have that disconnect time.
I think
Yes.
May is starting to see it too. Like my little
Yeah.
girl, she's becoming more of a daddy's girl lately, and I think it's because I'm
More
giving
intended.
her more attention and at home.
Yeah.
So
It's good. I just, I would love to get to that way. It's just my job currently is always on
Right.
call, always got something going on. But
So-
like that's the hopes
Yeah.
to find some kind of balance where I'm not so glued all the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the hardest part is the balance.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the key.
Yes. Was there anything else about the show that you'd like to mention? Anyone? Shout anybody out?
Thank you for all you do. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Is there anybody you want to call out and say, hey, you need to sign up tonight?
Whoever wants to.
There's a lot of people out there that have been talking to me about it, but they just haven't pulled the trigger. I don't,
Yeah, I've heard chatter, but haven't heard any
And that's
no
okay.
confirmations yet.
We will still have a good time.
oh, yeah, we're going to have a great time. I think, and just being brutally honest, I think the weights are intimidating to some people. Or either, I mean, I'm kind of essentially calling people chicken. So hopefully that'll help drive some people.
I do remember you saying something about 800 pounds being a little intimidating for you.
Yeah, but I signed up. Like, I'm gonna fail. I don't care. Like whatever. But you know, there's people
Failure's
out
the
there
best
who are seeing
education.
this and they're like, I'm not
Yes.
doing that. I don't wanna... Well, y'all are chicken. But let's intimidate some people into doing this or bully some people. We need to bring back bullying. I swear.
I don't promote violence. I just encourage it.
Not physical violence, mental violence. And then there was something else I was going to say. Dang, I'm blanking on it now. Bully people into signing up. And what was the other thing? I'm blanking now.
May as well just take
I'll
the
put
lunch
it-
money while you're at it.
All right.
I mean, if
You're
I'm
up
big
there.
enough to do it, I'm not the biggest strong man out there, but
Gotta
if
pay
I'm
the
big enough to
toll.
take it, I will. I'll bet you lunch. Oh, the other thing, it being Mother's Day weekend, that could be a little bit of a deterrent.
Well,
I know
yeah,
Alex.
I think that's my biggest reason is why I wanted to add a couple of women's divisions this year is because there were so many comps around when we wanted to do it that really Mother's Day weekend was going to be the best for us. And also including the two women's divisions, trying to say, hey, we are thinking about you guys. It's not that we want to take over your weekend. It's just, you know.
No, Alex was cool with it. Like I told her, I was like, hey, I want to sign up for this show on the weekend of May 11th. She goes, is it Saturday or Sunday? I said, it's Saturday. She goes, okay, that's fine. Yeah, like, as long as it ain't Sunday. She goes, as long as you don't get hurt, so we're in the hospital on Sunday. I know I wish she wasn't postpartum and then she could be in the show too. I keep trying to convince her to do one. I would love to have her join me.
That'll
Is
be
that
awesome.
the reason for the pink too?
Yes.
Yes, pink was for Mother's Day weekend also.
That is really sweet.
Unless y'all have anything else specific you want to say, I'm going to play the outro and we can cheers and go
Good with me.
eat dinner.
Yeah, it's about dinner time.
All right.
It's bedtime for us.
Well, cheers, y'all. What do we say? Nobody cares. Train harder.
That's it.
That's it.
Last call, finish all your whiskey down on